We've got Suzy Bogguss on the line with us. She's going to be in concert coming up on Sunday over at Crossings at Carnegie in Zumbrota. Suzy, how are you doing on this wonderful October morning?
I'm good. I'm about ready to catch that outbound plane. Yeah.
So
we're getting ready to head up your neck of the woods and looking forward to it because I know you guys have the change of colors already.
Yeah, it's beautiful. We had some winds the latter part of last week that took quite a few of the leaves down, but there's still quite a few colors out there. So,
well, that's good. That's exciting. Well, yeah, we're looking forward to it. I love it up there anyway. It's like one of my favorite places in the world. We're coming back to a small venue. I mean, this is a really cool little place where the community has come together and keeps this place going right downtown in Zumbrota, and it's really a fun place to play.
Yeah, it's kind of neat that a little town like Zumbrota is getting an entertainer such as yourself. And
yeah, this is definitely one of the tiniest places that we play, and but like I say, it's real special. The folks there are really into the arts, and I mean they're actually really all different arts there, and as well as the audience is cultivated to really get involved in the show. So that for me, that's a lot of fun. We can stay really spontaneous and just kind of take it where it leads us. We kind of fly by the seats of our pants.
Where are you calling from this morning? Are you still down south somewhere, or are you?
I'm actually in Nashville today.
Okay.
We came home for a couple of days. We've been hitting it hard the last few weeks. Been all over the place. Last week I was out east with Hal Ketchum, and the week before that I was in New Mexico and all over the place. So it's been a pretty brisk fall. I was like, I've gone too fast for me, honestly, because I love it so much.
And you're out promoting, you've got a new album and your new single, Lucky, I believe it's called, is what you're out promoting right now?
Yeah, the record is all Merle Haggard songs. So it's a pleasure to get to play those songs every night. And, of course, I do outbound playing and all the songs I had out on the radio in the 90s, but and a lot of folk songs as well, because I did a folk song album after I'd been out on tour with Garrison Keillor. We did a tour called the Rhubarb Tour a few years back, and he inspired me to go back to my fifth grade songbook and record some of the songs that I remembered best. And like your Sweet Betsy from Pike and Erie Canal and all that kind of stuff.
You still keep pretty close contact with Merle?
Yeah, well, after I finished the record, he was really sweet. He called me up and just, really bragged on me. And of course, they're all his songs. So it's like having him brag on you is pretty amazing. And he enjoyed the kind of the new renditions we did of his songs and actually said he's going to pick up some of the ideas and use them in his show because, he plays the same songs every night. So he kind of liked it, that it was a little refreshing.
He probably called you up and said, "Where's the check, Suzy? Come on."
Oh, the check will come.
Yeah.
He's the only writer, practically on the entire project, and it's all BMI. So he's probably not having any problem with that part.
No, I know he's had his share of health problems the last few years, but still going strong whenever he can, and it's great to see.
What? He still sounds great. He just sounds wonderful, and he's got his family on the road with him. I think that's really keeps him going, and he's not one of those guys that was in it for anything other than the performing. He loves it. It's just part of who he is, and I feel the same way. It's just if you sit home for 3 weeks, you're like, what the heck happened to me? You don't know what to do. You're like at a loss for yourself.
Is it a lot harder for you to keep going at this day and age? I mean, you're still got obviously lots of time to entertain people, but I mean, as far as the way country music has changed, it's a lot harder to get maybe yourself noticed, get the airplay that you used to get back in the 90s?
Yeah, definitely. And, the guys like you that will play a song and give us a little promo to let people know we're going to play live, that there's still that troubadour lifestyle that's out here. And so many of us in the 90s, we really that's our goal, is just to go till we drop. So so the help is appreciated. I'll tell you that. And for us, it's just a little trio. And so we're pretty low maintenance. We call it guerrilla touring.
Okay.
Because we pretty much fly every place and then just rent a minivan and take off from there. It's not like having the big tour bus and so much overhead to try to keep up. And that's what allows us to play in these smaller venues. Mm-hmm. And I love the intimate experience. It's just always been that's the way I grew up, the way I came up, and I think maybe that just is why it's always the most comfortable for me. It's
not just you. There's a lot of other artists I can think of. Another one would be Tanya Tucker. A lot of artists that started out playing the small venues, and all of a sudden you spend a number of years playing the really big venues. You were the headliner of a concert instead of being the warm-up band. And then now all of a sudden you're playing the smaller venues again, so it's kind of like you've come full circle.
Yeah, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's totally fine with me. I honestly enjoy flying under the radar. Because when you have so much to keep up and you're kind of escorted onto the stage and off of the stage, and you don't really have that time to sort of mingle with your audience and talk to folks. I mean, that's how I came up in the, sort of the folky attitude, is in a lot of coffee houses and a lot of little ski resorts and things like that, where after the shows, people turn me on to other great singers and songwriters. And I enjoy this sharing experience of, people telling me about somebody new. So when there was no time to sign autographs or talk to people after the shows because it was too many people, or we had to jump back on the bus and run to another city. I sort of got a little bit lost in that. I didn't feel like myself.
Okay. And it's just great to see that you're out here kind of reinventing yourself a little bit, but yet sticking to some of the stuff that made you who you are, so to speak.
Yeah.
But getting some good new material out there, and it's great to see that you're still going at it, and we're looking forward to having you in this area and over at Zumbrota at Crossings at Carnegie. And tickets are just $32. Yeah. Tickets are just $32, and they can go through your website to get the tickets, correct?
That's right. And I'll stick around afterwards, say hey to everybody. And also, if you just want to go to SuzyBogguss.com, it's 2 G's, 2 S's, and you can find all the information there. It might be the easiest way to get your tickets is just to go through their website, through my website to their website.
All right, sounds great, Suzy. It's been fabulous talking with you again, and look us up again the next time you come back to Minnesota.
Thanks for helping me get the word out. I really appreciate it.
All right, take care, Suzy. Have a great day.
All right, bye, John.
Suzy Bogguss here on KDHL, the Mighty 920.